Hello, welcome to Paul's Take. So, today was a very momentous day for me. It was magical, special, a day I've been waiting for a long time. It is the two things. One, it's the first snow of the year. Last night it was like 64 degrees. We were cruising around in shorts and a t-shirt. And this morning we had snow. Unfortunately, it didn't stick. But nonetheless, it was the first snow. That's exciting. The second thing, what the video's about, is the fact I finally, after I would say a diligent 2 years in the making, I finally got 1 million overall views. Now, if you're new, that's pretty cool. Like I still consider myself new, even though I probably have like 400, 500 videos out there. But I know some people do it like nothing. It's like they could pull out 1 million views in like 3 days on one video. But maybe one day I'll get there. The goal, of course, is to do so well I can quit my job and just do YouTubing for the rest of my life. That would be great. That is the American dream, right? So how did I get here? Well, let's see here. Well, it was a long journey. What have I learned? What have I learned? How did I get here? That's what this video is about. So basically my style, it's called, obviously the show is Paul's Take. If you don't watch the show and you just like saw the thumbprint and said, hey, let's check out this guy. But Paul's Take, so it's my take on whatever. So before it was pretty random. Anything I thought was interesting, I'd do a video on. Now I'm kind of narrow down my focus on like vehicles. So mostly vehicle reviews and stuff like that. And I have a Jeep Wrangler now, and I do a lot of videos on that. Unfortunately, the Wrangler doesn't do well. Apparently, there's too many Wrangler videos. So you got to have a niche. That's important. So that's one thing, is to know like a niche that's not overly saturated. Because it's hard to break into something that's overly saturated. So if you can find something that's not overly saturated, like I had my Jeep Liberty. My Jeep Liberty did great. I guess apparently not too many people are putting videos on Jeep Liberties, but a lot of people have Jeep Liberties. So hence the video was doing, all of my videos on that did pretty well. My best videos though to date are not, well, let's see. No, lately they're like, actually lately, because if you're new, there's statistics. You can see which videos are doing good, which videos are doing crappy. And the videos overall in the past were actually product videos, but it seemed like recently these some of the car videos are doing pretty good. So so it I guess it kind of changed a little bit. And I noticed I figured out a niche on the vehicles, which is like newer vehicles that are hard to come by nowadays, because right now we're in a vehicle shortage. So if you can find anything 2022, they do pretty well. Anyways, because that's like my niche right now. I'm trying not to give away my niche, but just to let you know, you should find a niche. What else have I learned? Let's see here. So I learned that like what really attracts people is not so much, believe it or not, I guess, to initially attract people to your video, the subject matter is very important. So write a nice clean title, and also the thumbprint. It's got to look clean and nice, not overly nice, not overly professional, but that attracts people. I'm not saying how to do it, but that's what doesn't do it. The thumbnail and the title will attract people to your site, new people. That's what I've learned so far. And what else have I learned in my years? What's my experience of my first million? I'm definitely still new. I mean, even though I've been doing this for a long time, I don't have that, that chiseled look. I'm not young and youthful. I'm not showing off my breast. So I try to do things that are interesting to me. And hopefully, if they're interesting to me, I'm hoping to be interesting to other people. Initially, I thought that since I have a great personality, I think that it was my personality would carry me through the videos. But unfortunately, I'm not making excuses. I think I'm trying to do some subjective learning here, that I do better with people, and when most of my videos are about myself. So unfortunately, I don't feel like my personality comes across very well in my videos. So that's one of my goals going forward into the future, is try to like kind of show my personality a little better when I don't have somebody else with me. Because when I'm by myself, it's hard to like play off. Let's see, what else? So how much did I make? You're probably wondering, hey, how much did a million views get? Because the money, the monetization is all based on views. So granted, I wasn't starting making. You have to qualify to start getting monetized. So of course, part of that time with that million views, I was trying to reach my minimum numbers that you need. Like you need I believe it's 4,000 hours within 1 year to get monetized, and you need 1,000 subscribers. So a lot of the time was me trying to get to the monetized area or point. But to give you a clear answer, I want to give you a clear answer. Just what I'm trying to do. Last year, for the whole year, I was monetized. And for the whole year, I made just under 500,000 views. And I made just under, what was it again? All right, so I'll double check. So last year, I did about 500,000 views, okay? Just under. And I made $2,500 within that 500,000 views. So basically, my average is, if I was going through the whole time, it seemed like my average is about $5,000 per million views. That actually sounds more than that. There's always, I've been seeing a lot of stuff that suggests how much money you make per million views. It always seems less than that. I want to say it's like 2,000 or 3,000, something like that. Well, I'm averaging at a pace of 5,000 per million. I think a lot that has to do with my subject matter. There's a lot of my stuff is products. And if people are watching my product video, then they go and they advertise like basically similar products to those videos. So I'm thinking I'm getting more hits than the average video. That's what I think. And I know that for a fact. But it seems like, tell me if you're experiencing different, that's more than average. Basically 5,000 per million. The goal, of course, I think if I could reach, I'm doing basically, last year I did, like I said, 500,000 within a year. My goal this year will be a million for the year. And ultimately, my goal will be 1 million every month. So, make sure you watch this video 100,000 times each, and that'll help me reach my goals. That's what I want to do. Hopefully, that gives you some insight on what's it like. How do I feel as I reach my million? Do I feel like a new man? No, not really. It's funny because for the longest time I was so excited. It was coming up, and that was always a goal to get 1 million. And that was like something that when I get there, it'll be great. And now that I got there, now I'm a million viewer. I feel kind of hollow on the inside. Not as fulfilled as I thought. But nonetheless, it is a goal. It's I'd say my first goal. You have multiple goals, of course. First goal is to get monetized. That's the most important thing. Then after that, try to increase your viewers every month. Try to increase it. It doesn't happen that way. Some months go up, and some months go down. It's a lot of times, it seems like it's seasonal. Sometimes I just feel like I'm in a funk. Sometimes I'll get a good streak, and I'm thinking, I got it down, and then I'll hit a slump, and the next videos to be like 10 videos do terrible. So unfortunately, I wish I could say that once you get to a certain point, all your videos do great consistently. And it does seem like some people do. I guess once you got so much viewers and you're so popular, maybe that's more true than where I'm at now. But I've had some great videos that done really well, and then were followed by videos that don't hardly get any views at all. And even like my daughter, one of her first videos we made with her, it did great. That one video itself got probably like 350,000 views. But her other videos didn't carry over to other videos. Every other video that she made didn't do all that great. It did not nowhere near as good as that one. So fortunately, it doesn't, maybe you start understanding what does better and kind of focus on that. But if you step out of that box, it might not do so well. But just don't get discouraged. My goal always was to do a video every single day. Now, I'm not saying you should do that, but that works for me. And I think the reason why it works for me is I need to always be focused on doing something. I got to be focused on creating. And the more I do, the easier it gets. So if I do one every day, it'll be easier for me to make one the next day. But if I take a couple days off, then it's harder to get going. It's hard to get that motor started. Then I kind of the second day, I might turn to a third day, I turn to a fourth day, then I don't produce anything. So for me, it works for me to put something out every single day so it's a habit, and it keeps the creative juices flowing. That's what works for me. I think a routine, a goal, either every day, every other day, maybe 3 times a week, maybe one, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, whatever your routine is. I think you got to have a certain routine, and you got to stick to it. It's got to be as natural as taking a shower. Like you shower twice a week. Well, you always shower those twice a week, if you need to or not. That's what the video's got to be. It's got to be commitment to putting it out there, and I think consistency, a routine, helps you do that. All right, well, if you have any questions, let me know. And I can thank all of you, all the ones that have been watching. I do have some regular viewers that watch a lot of my stuff, so I like to thank them personally. Thank you. Even though I didn't say it personally, but thank you. I know who you are. I know where you live, and I appreciate you. And everybody else, thanks for watching. Whoever's new, hit like, subscribe, and see where I'm at. See how long it takes me to get to 2 million. Hopefully, within the next year, hopefully even faster. So, thanks again for watching Paul's Take. Make sure to like, subscribe for more videos.